Hi, I'm Sherry Walling. I am a clinical psychologist who focuses on the mental health of entrepreneurs and high performers. I'm also an amateur circus artist, which I'm fresh from a performance today, which is why I am dressed in the way that I am. Played the role of a butterfly, if you couldn't tell by the outfit. The reason I decided to record a video today and in my full costume makeup is because I've been thinking a lot about the role of circus and what it means kind of socially and contextually. And this has come up for me because I'm producing a show in May, and the show is very beautiful. It's very important to me. It's about the role of movement in mental health. And I think it has the potential to be something that is disruptive to our standard assumptions about what is healing and how we recover from grief or depression or heartache, heartbreak, even trauma. The show, as I mentioned, is very important, and I've been talking with my entrepreneur friends about how we bring something new into the world and how we market it, like how we explain it to people. Like, people don't think of circus as a tool for mental well-being and healing. And one of my friends said, I think you should stop calling it circus. I think use some other word, use like movement arts or frame it differently, because circus has this sort of implication of peanuts and clowns. Like, it just doesn't seem very substantive. And it has this kind of idea of circus freaks. And my friend was saying this very kindly to me. He's saying the work that you do and the shows that you create are elegant and they're graceful and they're beautiful and they're not freakish. And I mean, it was meant as a compliment, so I took it that way. But then I've been thinking about it since, and this idea of circus as a place for freaks, circus freaks. And I really love the tradition of it, right? The sense that the circus was this place historically for people that didn't fit into society, that had some physical abnormality or physical ability. They looked strange, or they were very, very tall or very, very strong. And they were an anomaly. They were outside of the bell part of the normal curve. And so they became a spectacle. People would go and look at them and take them in. They were seen as other, right? As a not part of the community, as not welcome in society. But people who were misfits and excluded from society found a place of belonging in the circus. And I know it maybe wasn't always a positive experience. There are certainly cases of, circus troops being abusive and taking advantage of people, but it also is a place of belonging. And I talk with so many people, especially entrepreneurs, who talk about things like imposter syndrome. Like, I just don't belong in the room. Like, I'm faking it here. I don't belong here. And I think about entrepreneurs in general as people who don't fit in the typical scripts. Like, they couldn't sit still in class, or their mind moved too fast, or they were just dreaming about what they wanted to make and not paying attention to doing their math homework. Like, entrepreneurs and high performers have always been people who are outside of the bell part of the normal curve. And this idea of seeing those people as freaks and then collecting them and putting them all in a show, if you can do it in a way that's reverent and respectful, I actually think it's wonderful. I do circus with all kinds of different people, all kinds of different bodies. I perform with people who have PhDs in biochemistry, who are medical doctors. I perform with people who are professional dancers. I perform with people who are professional at anything but, work a job that pays the bills and supports their circus habit, and that's enough for them. That's what they like. That's the balance that they want. And it's certainly a group of people who are extraordinarily strong or flexible or double jointed or just extra brave and are bothered by heights, but they come together to make something. And many of those people, the ones who are creative, the ones who are dreaming, the ones who are a little different, the pejorative term that we give them is freak. You don't belong here. You are an anomaly. You are exceptional in a bad way. Most of the people that I know, that I support, whether they are entrepreneurs or professional athletes, high performers in another way, the description of being a bit of a freak fit the description of being an anomaly. but maybe in a positive way, in a way that has made them a lot of money or earned them a lot of praise. But I think that almost all of us deal with our own feelings of being a bit of a freak. I don't belong here. The things that I think about, the way that I am, the way my mind works, the sex I'm into, the people that I want to associate with, like, it's not maybe fully acceptable to everyone. And so when we take those parts of us that get labeled as freakish and we hide them away, that's the recipe for shame. And there is nothing that is more toxic to human mental health than shame. So what if we just flip the script and we say that maybe it is a circus of freaks, or maybe it is an entrepreneurial gathering of people who are strange. It is a place where misfits are welcome, where people who are different are welcome. And then we move shame into a place of regard, of respect, of curiosity, of reverence, even of celebration. Show me what you can do with that amazing brain. Show me where your ideas can take you. Show me what you can do with that extraordinarily strong body. Show me what you can do. Show me what you're not afraid of. Show me the world that you want to make. So I've decided I'm not going to use a different word than circus. I'm going all in on circus as the framing for what I think needs to be more present in the world. Places where people of all sorts can be seen and celebrated for the things that they want to make, for the strengths that they have. The circuses that I make are about mental health. They're about the way that we relate our inner world to our bodies, to our communities. And so they tell these stories that are even weird in circus. So it's a really unusual way to tell a story. And it's an unusual story even for the circus community, which is already unusual. So it's so far out of like what's normal, like who knows anymore. But I believe in it and it's beautiful. And I do think that the whole idea of redeeming the parts of us that haven't historically had a place in society and redeeming our oddities and eccentricities and making them into our superpowers is the thing that I want to exist in the world, is the thing that I most believe in, and the thing that I will continue to fight for. So when you hear the word circus, I hope that you will no longer think of clowns and peanuts, but that you will think of a place where extraordinarily gifted people have a place to highlight and celebrate the thing that they can do, where we begin to create a world that's possible. And we add a little bit of glitter and color to stories about things that can be really painful and meaningful. A place where freaks are welcome, freaks of all kinds. A place where we make the world the way that we want it to be. So if you are in the upper Midwest in the Minneapolis area, I hope you'll consider coming to the circus on May 4th. And if you're not, I hope you will find a place where your way of expression, your body's movement, your heart's song, the stories that you want to tell, the words that you want to use, the people that you want to love, the things that you want to make, I hope you find spaces where those things are safe and welcome and celebrated. Because that's what the circus is really all about. So I appreciate that I don't look like a normal psychologist right now in this moment. It may be a little bit difficult for you to take me seriously as a serious academic or professional. I'm very into the idea of expanding what psychology looks like, what healers look like, what psychologists look like, and getting a little bit more flexible and a little bit more curious with how we bring a lot more creativity into the thing that we're doing when we talk about mental health. Thanks so much for watching.